Aries, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing your August 16th to the 22nd, 2021 Love and Relationships reading. Remember that this is a general read. It's not a personal read, so take what's for you and leave the rest for whoever it is meant for. Check your sun, moon, and rising always for a clearer picture of your individual energies for the week. All right. We have the sun. It's in your challenge. I don't like to see the sun in the challenge, only because, not that it necessarily partakes of a really bad situation, but it feels like you don't see it. You don't see your sun. That's the challenge. You can't see the good things in your life right now. Things seem like they're not going your way, like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're having trouble seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And what's benefiting you? King of Wands in the reverse and message from Spirit. And the King of Cups in the reverse as well. Got a lot of reversals going on here. That's not always a bad thing either. Feels like there's confusion though. Some confusion as to maybe what you thought was happiness as compared to what happiness really is becoming for you. You have the Eight of Swords here as well. Self-applied restriction of some sort. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse makes me feel like you're changing up a goal. I feel like you're changing up how you feel about. Look at Three of Swords. That's the first time in all my love readings. You're like my first to the last love reading left to do for the week, and this is the first time this card's come up out of this deck anyway. I don't think it came up in the other decks either. Maybe once or twice, but I don't think in my love readings. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like something, you put a lot of time and effort into something. It's in the reverse. It's benefiting you, though. So I think, look how like he looks almost sad to me at this. I don't almost feel that way about this card, but he seems like he's like putting time and effort into something that he doesn't really have interest in. So I feel like it's time to change up. It's time to, I think, harboring these feelings that you want to go on another path, maybe a path you put to the side, and you're seeing that this one doesn't make you happy. So it's in the reverse. Going on in another direction is going to benefit you and pull you into seeing your happiness. That's probably why this happiness is in your struggle. It's in your challenge, because you're on the wrong path. You need to shift gears here. Get in another lane. This King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so up until now, I feel like this is in your benefit. You're benefiting. This is in your message from Spirit. I feel like up until now, you've been not feeling like you have control of your life, like you have control of your situation, like you're going towards a goal that you want. You don't feel dominant or in control of it. That's because you're on the wrong path. This is Spirit telling you this. This King of Cups in the reverse. This has to do with relationships. This has to do with you not. I think that the direction you're going in is. It may be the person that you're with. Maybe you're not happy with the person you're with. I mean, might as well just say it right up. Maybe their goals are not the same goals as you. You're realizing that you're on separate paths, and this isn't your path to take. This is their path, and there may be a breakup here, but I feel like it's something that you want. I feel like it's something that you're gonna want. You just hate that you wasted all your time with this person. I feel like you taking your power back with this King of Cups. You're realizing that it was not love. It was I don't know what it was. It was something else. It wasn't love. Something masked itself as love to you, so you attached yourself to this person in an outcome that didn't exist or would never exist. Self-imposed restrictions going on here. You thought you had to stay. You thought you had to. You've overstayed what you know. I'm not gonna say you're welcome. You've overstayed your time and taken up too much time towards a goal that, like I said, was not your end goal. They don't have the same. I feel like you're even finding they don't have the same beliefs as you. Knowing that the end result is not happiness if you stay there, so it's going to benefit you to leave and change your path. It may hurt them. It may, or maybe they'll understand because they know something hasn't been right. You have the Three of Swords here. I really feel like this is you having to hurt them, but don't let that stop you. The idea that you need to hurt this someone now keeps you both from hurting later. Do you see what I'm saying? So you need to stop feeling like you have to devote yourself to this person. You need to devote yourself to you. I mean, it's not being selfish to want love, to want the love and happiness and the life that you want. If this person is not on the same path as you, then you have to go separate ways. It's just that simple. Let's see. Let's get some clarity here for Aries, please. Some clarity on these cards, on this energy that's on the table here. Please and thank you. You have the High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah, for a long time, I think you knew what was going on. You were feeling that this just wasn't right, and that's why this sun is in your struggle, in your challenge, because you knew it wasn't right. The Devil. Keep going back to the same patterns, even though they're not serving you. Don't let yourself be, I think they're going to try to coerce you back in. Not because they're a bad person. I think they're a wonderful person, honestly. I'm feeling like this is a wonderful person. They're not the person for you. You guys are not the people for each other. Wow. These cards all jumped out together, so I'll keep them. This person is going to beg you to not go. I feel like they're going to beg you to not go. This may have happened in the past as well. For some of you, you may have wanted to leave before. You tried staying. It's just not working out. You're not happy. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords again. Different deck, Eight of Swords. Don't keep yourself there. This is a message from Spirit. You need to release yourself. Ten of Pentacles. In order to reach this ultimate happiness and find the love that is truly for you, that is truly on your same life path, same life goals, you have to let yourself go of. I feel like it's because you don't want to hurt the person. Let yourself. You feel like you can't make any moves because it will hurt someone else, but you have to do it. Sometimes you just have to. You have the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's in the reverse because normally this would be like a celebration, celebrating maybe like a goal that has been met, something like that. Could also mean marriage and stuff, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like it's like a heartbreak. It's not you that's getting heartbroken. It's gonna break your heart to have to hurt the person because they're good. I feel like they're a good person, but you need to not let them lure you back in again. If this has happened more than once, it's not that they're a bad person or anything like that, but it's not meant to be. It's just not. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, not your path. Planting new seeds, needing to plant new seeds. Don't hold yourself back here with these two eights. Don't do that. You need to release all this fear that you have, that and this imaginary binding you down to this person. You may even have been wearing a ring from this person. I feel like in some instances, in some cases, this is what's happening here. You got to actually give them a ring back and everything, like a promise ring or something. Could be an engagement ring. I feel like someone just looked down and kind of did the, the like this with their finger, spun their ring around and looked at it, because you know that I'm talking about you. Oh, if that's you, there's definitely something in this for you. All right, I'm going to pull a few message cards here, or one, two, whatever comes out. Teach, inspire others, and let nature be your greatest teacher. Teach. This may be, I feel like some of you may be teachers, actually. This may be talking about, to further solidify that it's for you. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put it here. I feel like that's an extra energy that it's trying to verify to someone. They're trying to point out to someone. One of you or your person might be a teacher. Or maybe this represents the fact that, like I always say, that not everybody's meant to stay in our lives. They're with us to teach us lessons. Once we learn our lesson, they move on. Growth. I'm going to put this right here. Cleanse. I'm going to put this right here. You need to cleanse away, I want to say your sins. I don't mean it like that. I mean like cleanse away what you feel are your sins in the situation. You have to get over the fact that it's not all your fault. You can't stay and be unhappy with someone, unhappy with the end result. It's your life. You got to take control of it. And there's lots of growth potential here for you. Don't be afraid to start something new. Everything starts from a few simple seeds. Okay, let's pull some. I'm going to pull a Dark Mirror Oracle. I feel like I need to pull a Dark Mirror Oracle here. Someone needs a mess. Oh. We have Colorless Angel. We have Atonement. We have Masquerade. And we have Parasite. All right. I'm going to read from the book for those for you guys. Let me see the number. The number 10. This voice of mine. It is better not to feel rather than feeling pain. Apathy is the crowned king of nothingness and the shining queen of whatever. You cannot be saved unless you face the dragon, and the dragon hurts. Of course it does. All the strong rivers can become a swamp when they reach the plains, and the most yummy food can become gummy after a couple of hours unattended on a table. There is a lot of darkness when we make the habit of going gray. We numb our senses with the fog of delays, and then we just get indifferent to the fog herself. Yeah, being in this situation, this. Let me stop there for a second. I want to reiterate that some of this is going to relate to this reading, and some of this is just relating to your individual energies. Everyone else, if this didn't resonate with you, okay? That being said, Colorless Angel, I feel like relates to this reading as well as anybody else out there who's letting an energy drain them. It's a number 10. It's time to finish this. It's time to end it and start anew so that you can move on and get your color back. so that you can move on and get that color flush back into your cheeks. You know, the fever of new love, the passion. I feel like there's no passion in your life at this point, and it's time. It's time for that to come to an end. Okay, the number 31. Atonement. Atonement. Accepting the full burden of responsibility, the fair as well the unfair, with no discount. Accepting pain is a way to survive the pain. Not all things burn, but some should. Atonement is about paying the bills. Unadulterated, unfiltered, not negotiated. It is about full and open acceptance of consequences and a little more. It is also about paying for the price of others, letting go of all ifs and buts and taking it all in, whether it's ours to take or another's to shoulder. If you have a piece of what puts you at fault, normally you would try to separate it and weigh it evenly with what makes the other at fault, and with what you made it right, a little for a little. But it rarely does but it rarely it does but it rarely does it move anything forward. Sometimes we need a clean slate, and it's done by going through it all, paying more than is due to create closure for yourself, for others. You take the dark in so that the others can stay in the light, even if they don't deserve it, even if you don't deserve it. Yeah. Someone here is taking burdens upon themselves, letting other people lay burdens that don't belong to them upon themselves. Just absorbing it, taking it in. See all the swords in her back? Wow. Don't allow people to use you as a pincushion. All right, the number 15, masquerade. Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. There is often guilt in taking the mask of Don Juan or Don Juana. The seducer is not a master of love, neither of manipulation. He is the master of epiph, ephemeral. Oh my goodness, I can't say this word. He is the master of the ephemeral, of what is fleeting and brief and transient to the extreme. He is the master of the moment, and as such, he forgot all other kind of eternity. There is a guilt if you care because you are not building. There is guilt out of loss because you are not treasuring. There is guilt out of indifference because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. Sometimes there is a guilt in the selflessness, in the desire itself, in everything leading to pleasure, as if the only pleasure that can be sacred are only those labeled as such. The masquerade is a dance. It is a road that goes in circles and ebbs and flows and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tightly. When the time comes, let it go. I feel like a lot of you are putting this facade on that of being a certain way, and that might partially be with this. You might have been keeping this mask on for your person to keep them from being hurt, and in the long run, you've caused a great grief to yourself, and you can't see your sun shining anymore. So you need to release that. And so what? It will cause someone else some pain. Sometimes that's what it takes in order to find your happiness. Okay, the number 19. Parasite. What can't survive alone will seek company, but instead of growing together, they will wither together. Relationships are not a zero-sum game. Of course, using each other is part of the game, but it's quite different when use takes the shape of supporting rather than manipulating or exploiting. In the long run, a good relationship is a win-win, where the more I give, the more I get, and the other way around. Still, it's not always like this, isn't it? Not just in bad relationships. In the short run, bad is bound to happen even in the house of true love. We cling, we bite, we hunger for safety and freedom and support. And on the other side, we get mangled, bitten, demanded on. Well, it happens. It happened, and it will happen again. It is a part of the game. But if it happens too often, it creates a toxic environment. It doesn't matter if we are the victim or the perpetrator, as poison is shared equally. One gets the pain, another gets the advantage. But the toxic part, they both get. Fully a parasite. A leech kills itself as much as it kills the host. Wow. Someone's in a very toxic relationship here. I'm not talking about this. Like I say, I'm not feeling it being this. But someone separate from that is in a toxic relationship that is going to end up nowhere and a waste. You're going to find years down the road that you've wasted a lot of your time and you were unhappy for most of it. Whew. Okay, Aries, that's a lot for this read. And it's done. I'm done with this energy. It's very, it's hard when you have to let someone go. And not because they're a bad person. Especially when they're a good person, sometimes it's even worse. It's even harder. But sometimes we have to do what we have to do for the sake of ourselves. All right, Aries, please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell icon for notification of future uploads if you want to. Have a great week, and I will see you next video.